Loneliness. They say that loneliness is a silent killer. It is. You see, I was never the cool kid growing up, nor did I make friends easily. I was constantly bullied in school for being the shy kid. I even had to change school at one point. Even as an adult, I was being bullied at work in the past, just because I'm different. The psychologist in charge of me as a kid told my mom, "Your child will attract rejection." And not gonna lie, that shit stuck with me. Now, I understand it's because I'm autistic, but as a child, I was very confused. Every time I met a friend, they would start to get annoyed with me because I was never into normal things. They would talk about boys, sex, drugs, partying, while I would talk about Naruto, Pokemon, Zelda, and then they would laugh, side-eyed me, and tell me to grow up. So I put a mask on to keep my friends. Until graduation. The mask fell off along with my friends, except for one. But we barely see each other because of adulthood. Every year I spend my birthday alone. I don't have friends to celebrate it, nor do I get invited anywhere. This is how I spent my last 7 birthdays. My best friend moved to another country over 10 years ago, and I've never been able to make new friends since. Most of the time, I cope with this feeling just fine, but lately, I don't know how to cope with it. I constantly feel alone. I'm at work, lonely. I hang out with my family, lonely. I have a rare outing with my one friend, lonely. It's like a permanent feeling of emptiness that won't go away. I will be having fun, but yet my brain will remind me of it. Lately, I spend 90% of my evening doom scrolling on TikTok, looking at people enjoying themselves, living the life I want, eating at restaurants with their friends, looking at dogs. I want a dog so bad. I love my cats, but I want a dog so I'm not alone on my walks anymore, or have a hike partner. But my landlord refuses that I bring one home. 98% of landlords in my province refuses renters that own dogs. So I go on hikes alone. I literally do everything alone. I go to the gym alone, but that one is okay. I always go watch movies alone. I play video games alone too. Don't get me wrong, most of the time I enjoy doing all these things by myself, but sometimes I would like to have a friend circle to enjoy the things I like with and make memories. Nobody ever texts me to ask me how I'm doing or ask for news in general. I can go weeks without talking to anyone unless I post on Twitter or in my Insta stories. It's like I don't exist. Sometimes I wonder if people would even notice if I simply disappear and move to a different country and start all over. I start to wonder if people would miss me. Being lonely is not always easy on the mental health. You often feel like a bother if you reach out. Honestly, I don't even know where I'm going with this. I simply want to let people know that if you feel lonely, you're not alone. Loneliness is hard, complex in so many levels. It's called a silent killer because it plays with your mind and you constantly have to fight those thoughts. And most of your entourage have zero clues about you feeling that way unless they can read through your mask. I started this channel in the hope that it would help me deal with my loneliness, in the hope that somehow, somewhere, there's people out there like me who feels alone and connects with my videos, with my drawings, my story, and knows that they have a safe space here if they want to talk about anything. You are not alone with your loneliness, and we can be lonely as a community. But please, if you feel like you are in distress, reach out to your local hotline or a trusted loved one. I'm sorry if this video is sad. I wrote this a random night while I was feeling vulnerable. I'm okay now, so please do not worry. I just have random moments where I can't help myself but feel completely alone, but they pass fairly quickly. And this channel is kinda like my open diary, and the only place where I feel like I can talk, let go of those feelings, and maybe create connections with others. Thank you for listening to my mini meltdown, and I'll see you all in the next video. Bye!